live on Facebook and live on YouTube. And so let us go live with the cameras. Start the timer. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I forgot to put the heater on, it's cold in here. Never mind. Feet hip or shoulder width apart. Relax the legs, let the knees bend, sitting backwards and downwards ever so slightly. Turn the waist, let the arms float around the body. Breathing in and out through the nose and change. Legs going up and down, arms floating in an arc forwards and backwards. I'm using the radio mic again today. I hope the sound is okay. Gradually getting used to it. And change, alternate legs, bending and straightening, waist turning, arms floating. Been a bit of a rushed morning. Came down to an email that needed some work responding to it, but we got there. Feet tiny bit wider, turn the waist, let the arms float. Turning the head as well. But it's the waist that's leading the way. If the hips turn a little, that's okay, but try and concentrate on loosening the waist. Bring the feet in ever so slightly. I think I've talked about that before. The reason I say bring the feet in ever so slightly is so that when you're bending and straightening your knees, they're in the same alignment as your feet. So it's not sort of like that, which would be bad for you, bad for me. And change, first one leg, then the other leg, waist turning. There is movement of the hips here as well. It's inevitable because of what you're doing, straightening and bending and straightening of the alternate legs. I'm going to do 2 more sets. So, this one. I moved my feet slightly wider. Sorry, I was getting confused there. You've got a lot to do today. I hope you've got a good day planned for yourself. Mind you, it's already gone 10 o'clock, so there we go. And second one, nice and relaxed. I was just adjusting my feet there. It's a constant game of trying to figure out the best alignment for the body. And change. Relaxing as much as possible so that anything that's not involved in the exercise, so for instance the shoulders, you want your shoulders to be, and the arms of course, but Shoulders is a pretty obvious one. Sorry, back to the first one. Talking, thinking and moving. 3 things that I don't necessarily do as well simultaneously. I think I can do any one of them. I can talk without thinking, think without moving, or whatever the third one is, move without talking. And change. Nice and gentle. Change. Excuse me. Feet wider, not too wide, just a little bit more than shoulder width maybe. Circle the hips. Try and relax the ankles, the knees, the hips, so that the body can circle round. Forwards and backwards just as much as side to side. Change direction. Change direction. Try and make the circles a little bit bigger if you can. Breathing in and out through the nose as always, if you can. Oh, we've lost YouTube. Keep going. When it goes ding. Oh dear. Okay, we've lost YouTube. These things happen. Circle. It's going to be one of those days where I'm challenged, that's a better word, by just little bits of work. So I'll have to download this video from Facebook and then post it to YouTube. That's okay. These things happen. Feet slightly wider, tilting side to side. Hopefully the Facebook stream is happening okay. Still, on the other hand, late last night I did figure out how to stream from my phone to YouTube, a thing which had been escaping me because all the instructions I could find, keep going, all the instructions I could find, I think related to an older version of the YouTube app. And of course, when I eventually figured it out, it was so simple, it was embarrassing, but there we go. And now straighten up gently, forwards, backwards. Keep going. And relax. Leg and arm diagonally across the body. Opposite leg and arm diagonally across the body. Exciting. Innovating. No, not innovating, that's the wrong word. Energizing, that's the word. Innovating means the opposite, doesn't it? I have a large vocabulary, but they're just words I can say. Doesn't necessarily mean I understand what they mean. Look up memnopolymerics if you can find it anymore. Double lift. Memno, memory. Polymerics, I think meaning, in that case, relating to plastic. It was the heat shrinkable plastic that as a youth I used in electronics projects, so you could shrink the wire wrap to size. And opposite, I think they just call it heat shrink wrap or heat shrink cable something or other these days, but there you go. And relax. Exercise we haven't done for a few weeks. We can bring the arms into play as well. Week or two, I don't know. Straight leg lifts. Let the arms raise up as well. But it's basically just a straight leg lift. No more, no less. Check you've got space out to the sides and behind you, because we're going to go to the side next. So, simple as that. Raise the leg, raise the leg, not legs, unless you're extremely, what's the word? I don't know, I can't even think what you would call it. Fit, that's the word. So you could jump up with both legs in the air. I'm so tempted to try it, but I won't, because it might end in misery. Backwards. As you do this exercise, try and minimize the amount that you bend the body to the front. So you just straight leg raises behind you. And relax, circle the hips, nice and gently, small circles. Letting the hips move freely, change direction. Really quite small, quite tight use of the muscles at the front and the back. Okay, I'm coming into camera slightly. Feet hip width apart, bend the legs, tuck the pelvis under slightly. It occurs to me another video I ought to do is a video on sort of posture and what we do with the body in Tai Chi and Tai Chi related exercises. Change direction, although I must confess, confess is the wrong word, but it's a good sounding word, isn't it? I must say that obviously not all the exercises I teach would be strictly considered Tai Chi exercises, but I don't care. I'm looking, excuse me, I'm looking at loosening the joints, making them more mobile, making the body more flexible. So where the exercise comes from doesn't bother me. Feet wide, moving the body side to side, circling the hands in front. And when the dinger goes ding, I see what I've done. Yes, okay. Sorry, I lost my 2-minute count, so we will reverse this. There we go, other way. That will let us pick up the 2-minute count, which I want for the next couple of exercises, I think. Bring the feet in a little, circle the lower part of the arms while the upper part of the arms stay steady. I do wonder, it's the second or third time it's happened that we've lost YouTube. I wonder why that is. It's maybe a bandwidth issue, I don't know. I thought the internet I had here was more than capable of. I'll have to check the speed, change direction. Yeah, very odd. If it failed every day, it would be something in the setup, the way I've got it set up in the software that I use. That's free software. Anybody can use it for streaming. It's called OBS. It can be a bit complicated, but well, for oldies like me, it can be a bit complicated, but it is very powerful. And tuck the elbows in, circle the hands. There are streaming services that you can use that let you stream to multiple platforms, but OBS generally lets me stream, sorry, just looking at the clock, change direction, to Facebook and YouTube simultaneously. If the computer I was running it on was a bit more powerful, I could probably do Zoom as well. Although I am thinking possibly of switching to Zoom, ditching Facebook as a live, well, ditching Facebook and YouTube as live platforms for this morning exercise, and we'll get there in a minute. Next exercise, completely gone out my mind. I cannot think what I want to do. Let us do something simple. This isn't what I was going to do, but it's a kind of a fallback one. Foot and toe, heel and toe raises, foot side to side. What was I going to do? I had a little plan. I had a little stage of exercises that I was going to do after that one. Oh, I know what it is. Yep, okay, good. We'll just spend 30 seconds. Other foot, toe and heel. I know what I was going to do. It's okay. It's coming back to me, as they say. Okay, rock the foot side to side. It's this one. That's the next one we're going to do. Do it. I'll come into camera. Hand comes up and goes forward, but we'll wait till we finish rocking the foot side to side. Okay, hand comes up, goes forward. It's a sort of circular motion. You keep the arm slightly bent so it doesn't lock out at all. And once you get comfortable with it, you can start to use a little bit of waist and hip movement to turn the whole body into it. So you're pushing slightly forwards each time with the body as well as with the hands. Keep going. Sorry, excuse me, itchy nose. How about that for multitasking? I didn't even hit myself in the nose, which is no small feat. I'm just going to come straight onto camera so you can see, I hope, that the hand is coming up and down right in the centre of the body. It's not out to the side somewhere. Okay, now, slight change in the shape. It's still a rounded sort of shape, but the fingers are closing into a fist each time. And again, if I come straight onto camera, you should be able to see that it's pretty much along the center line of the body. This exercise is derived from a Wing Chun Kung Fu exercise. The previous one, I have no idea what the etymology is. Is it etymology? See, it's another one of those $10 words, where it comes from, basically. But it's been in the exercise, the Robert Agar-Hutton exercise book. It's been in there for many years. That's the problem. Sometimes you pick up exercise. Now you can go a little bit faster. And if you want, you can just keep the fists lightly clenched and that should let you go faster still. Yeah, you pick up an exercise from this teacher and you pick up a half dozen exercises from that one and you visit somebody and you think, oh, that's good. Or somebody visits you and they share something with you and it's all good. And relax. Okay, going to take the elbow, think about the elbow, up, across, down and around, and let the body move, the hips move, everything moves. Keep going. I've lost the 2-minute marker, but we'll stick with the 30-second markers. And we take the elbow across, up and around, across, up and around. Then we do the other one, obviously. Cross, up and around. And again, plenty of relaxed body movement. And relax. Going to go back to this exercise, but we're going to switch to the figure of 8 variety. So is it the same exercise? Well, it's kind of in the same ballpark. That'll do. Same domain. Other direction if you can. Sideways figures of 8. Arms relaxed. body and shoulders doing some work. And relax. Head down, head up. You can bring the hands up onto the chest if you like. I'm going to put them a bit lower because, again, I've managed to put the microphone exactly where I would normally put my hands. I'll have to figure out a better way to do it. Keep going, legs bent or relaxed and let them bend. Chin up and down. Looking to the front, raise one ear towards the ceiling, then raise the other ear. Try and relax the legs a little bit more. Keep going. Head forwards and then back and draw the chin in slightly. Keep going. Head upright, moving the whole head across side from one side to the other. Keep going. Tuck the chin down, turn the head side to side, with the chin gently touching the chest. Keep going. Let the hands drop, head in a nice sweeping, fairly slow U shape. Nice and slow. Pull the shoulders back just a little. Keep going. Do another 30 seconds of this. And relax. Okay, give your body a little shake out. That was just about 31 minutes. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day and hope to see you tomorrow.